Conqueror's Haki is an incredible ability in One Piece that fans have seen quite a lot of over the years. This power has remained, by far, the most enigmatic ability in the entire series, and it is no surprise that only a handful of people wield it. Over the years, fans have seen many users of Conqueror's Haki. However, among these users, only a handful have managed to tap into the true power of this ability. The true potential of Conqueror's Haki was recently explored quite a lot in the Wano Country arc in One Piece. However, what fans know right now isn't the extent of what this ability can offer. In fact, there are many other powerful applications of Conqueror's Haki, and one of them is observation killing, which might just be one of the most dangerous powers in One Piece. The many subtypes of Conqueror's Haki. Conqueror's Haki is a multifaceted ability and, while it has not been focused on quite as much, which is understandable, given the complex nature and the rarity of this power, it is certainly one of the most incredible ones to exist in the story. Every single type of Haki that fans have seen in One Piece has deeper layers. Observation Haki might just be the most complex ability out of them all, as it is believed to have the most types. Armament Haki also has many types, and while one might believe that Conqueror's Haki exists in just 2 forms, they couldn't be more wrong. Conqueror's Haki has many applications and subtypes, and one of them is observation killing as well. The very first subtype of Conqueror's Haki that fans have seen in One Piece is the power to intimidate others. This might just be the most common form of Conqueror's Haki, and the one that the fans saw at the earliest. This is the same ability that Shanks used to scare away the Coastal King. Luffy used this ability on Motobaru shortly before Sabaody, and, with time, it was revealed that this was one of the most basic forms of this power. When one learns to control this power completely, they gain the ability to control animals however they will, and simply make them obedient to them. Another incredible application of Conqueror's Haki is incapacitation. This might just be one of the most commonly known forms of Conqueror's Haki. Essentially, using this power, one can simply knock out those in their surroundings, provided there is a big difference in strength, and if the target has weak willpower. This is the type of Conqueror's Haki that fans are very familiar with, and it has been seen countless times in the story already. Another incredible subtype of Conqueror's Haki is pressure. Using this power, the user can damage their surroundings simply by exuding Conqueror's Haki at a larger scale. This was first seen when Shanks managed to damage Moby Dick while stepping on Whitebeard's ship. Conqueror's Haki pressure can also be created when 2 users collide. When incredibly strong users do this, it leads to the creation of an incredible amount of pressure that can even split the skies apart. People in the surroundings can also completely be blown away by Conqueror's Haki users of this caliber. What is observation killing? A very rare subtype of Conqueror's Haki is observation killing. This ability has not officially made it into the manga just yet. However, Oda has explicitly explained it in the 4 billion volume, which was written for One Piece Film Red. This volume showcased the abilities of many members of the Red Hair Pirates, which also included Shanks. Given that this information comes from Oda himself, this is completely canon and will certainly make its way into the manga when Shanks is focused on a bit more. Essentially, Shanks can use his Conqueror's Haki in another incredible way than what fans have already seen. Simply put, Shanks has trained his Conqueror's Haki to such a degree that he can kill the observation Haki of his opponent. He can do this by exuding his aura and destabilizing his enemy somehow. It isn't exactly clear what Shanks does, however. It is believed that by using his own aura of Conqueror's Haki, he can prevent his opponents from seeing the future. It must be remembered that observation killing has, so far, only been applied to killing the enemy's future sight. However, since it destabilizes the enemy completely, it can be assumed that it completely kills their observation Haki, or, at the very least, significantly weakens it. As Katakuri put it in Whole Cake Island, observation Haki is a technique that best works when the user is calm. If Shanks can use his Conqueror's Haki to destabilize his enemies to the point where they cannot stay calm, then, naturally, they cannot utilize the ability of observation Haki at all. This is an incredible ability, as it would then prevent them from fighting to the best of their abilities, and it would also allow Shanks a major advantage in battle. This is especially dangerous when Shanks himself is a user of future sight observation Haki. Shanks Shanks has the best future sight that fans have seen in One Piece so far, and for someone like him to completely kill the observation Haki off his enemy just goes to show that they stand absolutely no chance against him. How Shanks uses observation killing. Sadly, fans have not seen Shanks utilize this ability in One Piece just yet. However, the story is now in the final saga, and Shanks is one of the main players. It is only a matter of time before Shanks will start using this power, and fans will see what he is truly capable of. Oda has previously teased the fact that Shanks has a unique fighting style, and this observation killing ability might actually be a part of it. One can assume that Shanks uses this ability to prevent his enemies from looking into the future and then destabilizing them to the point where he can finish them off in one shot. Since they cannot foresee any attacks and can't dodge them, they are left open to Shanks' powerful Conqueror's Haki blows and, thus, defeated. There might be more to observation killing than what the fans know so far, however, that can only be explained by Oda once Shanks comes into focus a bit more. When this skill of Shanks is combined with everything else that he has to offer, he might just be the strongest One Piece character in the current era. And in other news, One Piece. Every character who knows about the ancient weapons. One Piece is a series that is filled with all kinds of powerful weapons. Most of them have been created by Dr. Vegapunk, the smartest character in the series. He has used his intelligence to construct highly complicated weapons, such as the Pacifista and the Seraphim. While the majority of the weapons are modern, there are 3 weapons in One Piece that have existed for numerous centuries. These are known as ancient weapons, and they were most likely made by the Great Kingdom. Since the world government has erased almost all evidence of their existence, it is almost impossible to learn about them. But there are a few exceptions. Nico Robin. Nico Robin is the archaeologist of the Straw Hat Pirates. When she was a kid, Robin learned how to decipher the poneglyphs. It proved to be a curse, as she was hounded because of it. Nico Robin learned about Pluton while she was in Alabasta. Then she discovered Poseidon's existence in Skypiea. When the crew traveled to Fishman Island, Robin uncovered more information related to Poseidon by reading the poneglyph and talking to Neptune. Toward the end of the Wano Country arc, Kazuki Sukiyaki told her that Pluton was buried deep beneath Mt. Fuji. Monkey D. Dragon. Monkey D. Dragon is the leader of the Revolutionary Army. Originally, he worked with the Marines, but decided to leave after seeing the corruption within the organization. Dragon started the Freedom Fighters, which were rather peaceful and didn't use any drastic measures. The O'Hara Massacre acted as a life-changing event for Dragon, and it led to the formation of the Revolutionary Army. In the final saga, Dragon could be seen talking to Ivankov and Sabo about the ancient weapons. It is highly likely that Dragon learned about them after leaving the Marines. However, it is unclear whether he knows about the location of any of the 3. Kazuki Sukiyaki. Kazuki Sukiyaki is the father of Odin and the grandfather of Momonosuke and Hiyori. After the takeover by Kaido and Orochi, Sukiyaki was forced to remain in the shadows to protect himself. Following Luffy's victory over Kaido, he got the chance to reveal his identity to Robin. She told him that she was aware of Pluton's location. Sukiyaki reaffirmed it by disclosing that the ancient weapon was indeed located in the Old Wano, which was now submerged underwater. It is very likely that Pluton will be used once Momonosuke decides to open Wano's borders. Neptune. Neptune is the ruler of the Ryugu Kingdom, which is located on Fishman Island. He is a kind and generous man who cares about his subjects and family. He is willing to go to any length to save them from potential harm. Neptune knows about Shirahoshi's powers to control the Sea Kings. He is aware that his daughter is Poseidon, one of the 3 ancient weapons. Due to this reason, Neptune is often worried that people hungry for power will bring Shirahoshi harm. The 5 Elders. The 5 Elders are second in the chain of command of the world government. They were introduced fairly early in One Piece, but there was almost no information available about them. As the story has progressed, it has become increasingly clear that they are among the main villains of the story. They are also aware of the Void Century and what exactly happened during that time. So, it's obvious that they are informed about the ancient weapons, as they even tried to steal the blueprints of Pluton from Tom. After the initial failure, they sent CP9 undercover to take the blueprints. Imu. Imu is the true leader of the world government. They are the descendant of the Nerona family, which was among the 20 founding members of the whole government. Imu's existence is hidden from the rest of the world, so there is almost no one who knows that they occupy the empty throne. According to Ivankov, Emu underwent the immortality operation, which has enabled them to stay alive through the centuries. It is highly likely that Emu's orders saw the ancient weapons being used and, to get something similar, ordered the creation of the Mother's Flame. Tom was a shipwright who mentored Frankie and Iceberg. When he was alive, he was considered the best shipwright in the entire world. Tom's carpentry skills allowed him to create the Oro Jackson, the ship of Goldie Roger. Tom had the blueprints for Pluton, and he kept them safely locked away to prevent them from falling into the wrong hands. Unfortunately, the world government got a whiff of it and decided to use every tool in the locker to get them. But Tom did not divulge anything and kept them hidden, after which they were placed under the protection of Iceberg. Frankie may seem like an eccentric character, but he is among the smartest individuals in One Piece. Years prior to the current timeline, Frankie served as an apprentice to Tom. At one point, Tom showed both Frankie and Iceberg the blueprints of the Pluton. The two pupils were taken aback after seeing the designs of the ancient weapon. It is very possible that Frankie might build Pluton in the future. That's a wrap for this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'll be back with more amazing videos very soon.